So, sup? I know I have not posted in a while. Okay, it's been like 2 days since I posted last, and yeah, I've been trying to keep my post schedule like, you know, up, but it's clear that in Egypt I'm not going to be able to keep up the same consistent posting. I'm going to try to post more consistently. I don't think I'm gonna be able to though, at least not in Egypt. Once I get back, completely different story. I'll be zoned in on my content creation. I will be zeroed in on content creation because the last 2 weeks of summer break when I get back. I know. At least I think it's 2 more weeks of summer break. I don't know, bro. But anyway, today's story time will be about my going to school story. No, a lot of people don't have this. A lot of people have, like, you know, they bike or something. I bike too. I just don't bike in the normal way. Oh no, but some of the people in my school actually, now I think about it, use electric bikes. Yes, the story is gonna be about my time using electric bikes. Cause I can now confirm it hurts when you have an accident. Because when you're going at 20 miles an hour and you just crash, bro, oh my god, it's like the worst pain, bro. Cause like you feel like you just lost consciousness, like everything went black for a second and then it just turned back on like a screen, bro. It's like, bro, yeah, that happened to me like one of the first times I actually rode an electric bike, right? I was showing my mom how I was good at riding the electric bike that time actually. I don't think people understand this. The rate electrical bikes kind of like slow down isn't like cars where you have protection. Because when they slow down, you have to calculate they're slowing down, right? Like you have to calculate with an electric bike slowing down. But yeah, no, you can't. You know, you don't have to do that with a car. But with an electric bike, slowing down becomes like full math algebra. Of course, I'm overreacting about most of this, right? But that's actually kind of how it felt, okay? So, let me take you through the stories of my electric bike days. Starting with the first crash. I remember it like it was yesterday. Because it was yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, imagine if it was yesterday, I'd be crazy. I'd be crazy. No. What happened was that, like I said, I was showing my mom my amazing biking skills, right? Like how I picked it up within the fraction of like a second. So I started picking up the speed because I was getting overconfident. Never get overconfident on a bike. Always assume you're gonna get hurt. The second I got overconfident, you wanna know what happened? So this is the roundabout that I was going through, right? And this is me. I was going so fast I couldn't stop by the time of the roundabout, right? I didn't have the brain cells to turn, right? So I went straight. My bike like curved into the roundabout, flew to the side, right? And how heavy my bike is, right? It'd be pretty hard for it to fly to the side, bro. Like flying all the way there, right? And I just tumbled, right, on the roundabout, right? Eventually just crashing into the street. You know the stone of the street? Yeah, I crashed into it so hard, I got asphalt burns everywhere. Like, you could see it like here, a bit, you know, and here. And this was last year, by the way. I want you guys to understand that. This was the last year. I have scars on my legs, bro. Like I have a genuine scar on my knee. If you guys want me to show you that, comment down below and I will show you in the next video. I am 100% serious about this. It's like, and it's so bad to the point where the scar is still, like, it still feels funny after a year. A year. I want to put that into your perspective. A year for an injury, and it still feels funny. This was a bike crash, by the way. That's why I think e-bike crashes should be in a league of their own. Because kids are allowed to use them. Kids are allowed to use e-bikes, and it will not count. Now, let me actually present the going to school story. Right? Since that's what this entire thing is about, I guess. Or half of it. Or maybe a quarter. I don't know how much percentage of this is gonna be about this. I'm being awkward right now, am I? Okay, well, let me put this into perspective. I go onto the bike lane when I go to school, or at least I used to. Don't do it anymore. My dad didn't let me after the first time he heard about it. So yeah, basically, apparently it's dangerous because cars also go into the bike lane. Who would have known? And people with cars tell us to stay on the bike lane when they go onto the bike lane themselves. Like, stay in your car lane. It's literally bigger, it's literally like 10 times bigger than the bike lane, bro. Stay on your car lane. How about that? Oh, no, I legit get annoyed now when people say that. Cause like, alright, get back on your freaking car lane. Cause like, come on, you can't tell me that that's like a thing. I don't know why I said, you can't tell me that's a thing. But like, hey, you can't tell me it's a thing, bro. You can't tell me that it is a thing. So, yep. Anyway, now that we have gone through that, we have now, covered pretty much the logistics of an e-bike. But that's not the worst part about an e-bike. The worst part about an e-bike is that, unlike the brakes of any other bike or car, e-bike brakes get run down pretty easily, right? What I mean by that is, like, it stops working pretty easily. Like, my e-bike brakes barely work to the point where I have to calculate every single millisecond before I even brake. Can you imagine that? Every single time I have to brake my e-bike, bro, I have to calculate it. Bruh. I have no idea why that happens with e-bikes. I don't know if it happens with anybody else's e-bike, but for mine, it happened. Now, I know this is probably not the same case for every single e-bike, or maybe it is. Maybe I'm just being dumb. Oh god. Self-deprecating comments be like, don't end up like me. And yeah, that is my e-bike story time. God, this was probably the worst story time I actually had. Yeah, no, this was the worst story time I had. Leave me some suggestions in the comments. I can't speak today. I cannot speak today. I cannot speak today, bro. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Storytime Phoenix 5, and we'll be burning again next time. See you later.